A chick. Good morning. Here we go. Today's show brought to you by Recon Tex. That's right, Recon Tex. On the corner of 8th and Black. It's Recon Tex of Springfield, your one-stop vehicle reconditioning center. How about stopping by Recon Tex today and letting them give your car a detail, making your car look fantastic at Recon Tex. Call 217-670-1132. That's 217-670-1132. And get your car scheduled for a detail to make the inside of your car look better than it was when it was new. And how about getting a coating, a tsunami coating? Tsunami coating. A 3-5-7-year coating. For the life of the coating, you will not have to wax your car. Just take it through a car wash. It comes out sparkling clean. That's what you can get today at Recon Tex. Call them, 217-670-1132. And get an appointment to get your car looking fantastic. It's Recon Tex and Just Beds. That's right, Just Beds. They have your bed. They have your next bed in their shop right now, or right there in their showroom right now. Just go on by the showroom and let them get a look at your car, or get a look at your, what am I thinking? I'm still confusing the two, sorry. And let them show you a new bed. Excuse me. Sorry, Steve. I see Steve's embarrassed at my blow up today. Let Just Beds show you your next bed. You go in there, land the beds, find the one you want, pay for it, and go home. It's that easy. It's that easy. That's what you do at Just Beds. You don't have to ride around town with a mattress on your car like a hillbilly. No. All you have to do is just go home after you pay for your bed, because the Just Beds professionals will bring the bed to your home. They will set it up, and then they will tear down your old bed. How about that? They'll do it all at Just Beds at 3120 Montvale Drive. It's Just Beds. Go by today. Pick out your bed, and you're set. Get yourself a new bed for Christmas. How about that? Or a new bed for your children or your spare room, whatever situation you have. It's Just Beds, 3120 Montvale Drive. Good morning, everyone. We are the Morning Disaster, and it is so good to be here on a Tuesday. What is today? Tuesday morning. Tuesday. We are here. Yeah. Days are already scrambled for me.
Yeah,
how are we? Hello, Stephen.
Good morning.
How are you?
Just fine.
How are you, Christina?
I am just fine.
Wonderful.
Had a great weekend, and
I'm having some scrambled eggs. You had a good weekend, huh?
Yeah, good weekend, and had a good night last night. Went to Peoria and saw Chevy Chase.
What was Chevy Chase doing?
They did this showing of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, then he came out afterwards and had a little Q&A with the audience, and chit-chatted for a bit. It was pretty cool.
I didn't know he was doing that. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I had heard he was going through. I read he was going through early Alzheimer's or something. Maybe that was wrong.
I don't know. He could be. He did seem a little forgetful.
Well, but I had read.
I mean, the man's 81 years old.
That's what I mean. I read that he was going through some early stage. So I just assumed that he was retired. Good for him.
Dick Van Dyke, 99, and he's as proud as ever was.
He's in a new video, Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
I saw he's in the new Coldplay
Wow.
video. God, I love that Coldplay. I love that band. And Dick Van Dyke, 99 years old, is dancing in the new video. Pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I see that people are, we already have, let's see. Here's Chris Hill. Who's Chris Hill?
West
Who's it?
Virginia.
Who's 752? Waiting. They must be having technical issues again. No, we don't go live till 8 o'clock. Did that Facebook for almost a whole week.
Oh, Lord.
Hmm.
I don't know what I do without Facebook.
Good morning, all, Karen says. Well, you haven't been kicked off, have you, Steve? You've only.
No.
Have you ever gotten the
Good
boot of
morning.
Facebook or something?
No.
Not yet.
I don't get kicked off anymore.
Way to go.
Excuse me.
Oh, for God's sake.
I feel better.
Jeez.
TJ says Steve pooped early, so the show is on time.
Why,
Yeah.
why are you worried about where I poop at, TJ?
Good morning, Diane. Yeah. Good morning. Holly also says good morning, everybody. Well, good morning, Holly.
Good
Mm.
morning.
I was hanging out with Holly Saturday. She wasn't drinking as much as
Had a good
Christina.
time.
She was still drinking. Now, Christina, oh boy.
We had the same
Oh,
amount.
my
We each
goodness.
had one martini. That was
Well,
it.
You could tell. One? Are you claiming you only had one?
Yes, I only had one.
Mm.
Oh wait, I might have had a beer too. I forgot.
You had one
about
drink in
that.
your hand all night, but
Oops. I forgot I had a beer
Mhm.
along with
Never
the
mix
martini.
alcohol. So never mix alcohol.
I know, but it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, she don't. Are you getting big drinkers like her? They don't.
Yeah, drinking a fucking martini. What the fuck is a martini? I've never drank a martini. In my,
Drinking a chocolate martini.
a chocolate.
Yeah, it was,
Pretty good. It was like chocolate milk.
is she drinking? I'm like, is she drinking hot chocolate in a martini glass? What's going on?
No, it was alcohol. I tasted it.
She was drinking a chocolatini. And then Dan had I think it was just a glass of bourbon. I don't know what the hell it was.
He got an old fashioned,
Yeah.
Oh,
but I don't remember what's in it. But I know they're strong as shit.
They made it his special way. I'll tell you what. Son of a bitch. That looks really. I could smell it from where I was sitting.
Yeah, they're strong.
TJ says, thankfully, I don't know anyone with a dirty bed. You know, like really, really dirty. Look, I've seen beds that had feces on them. I know someone who had a bed that had, I won't say any names, but I knew someone that had a bed with feces on it. How disturbing. I will not share who that was, but because it's
It
kind of,
wasn't feces. It was a milk dud.
yeah.
Oh, now that you have Steve blown up, Steve, what is that back there on your shelf?
Let me see.
What?
Looks like Tampax.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
What else is on there?
Pocket pussy.
Specifically, there in the middle, right in the middle.
A big,
Pocket pussy.
a big blue dildo
Yeah.
with a pair of blue dirty panties hanging from it.
Oh, God's
Yeah,
sakes.
that thing is suction cupped to the shelf.
Whose dirty panties are those?
I don't know. Never did find out.
Oh, those are the ones you stole. You were stealing
Yeah.
panties from the. Oh.
That pair of toilet looks like there's some toilet paper up there. I didn't know there was toilet paper up there. I needed toilet paper yesterday.
You actually use
You're
it?
sitting right there. You could probably reach it. Oh, I didn't realize all that stuff was behind there. Good Lord, that's disgusting.
Wow.
Yeah. Buy a bed for the homeless guys living under the underpass on the highway and take a mattress from Steve's yard. Yeah.
That's a funny joke.
Lori says, "Happy Tuesday, everyone."
Happy Tuesday.
Why does Steve look angry? Is he out of weed?
No.
Doesn't look too angry. You look fine to me, don't you?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
DA says, "Yeah, Steve
He's
pooped
got his
earlier.
grumpy pants on.
There's a lasagna pan that needs to cleaned in his bedroom.
No.
We know who's gonna clean that.
Not me.
The litter box.
Christina has a weak liver and no stamina. All right.
How do you know she has no stamina?
I don't know.
Yeah.
TJ's just guessing. How
Wow.
many edibles? I don't think there's been any edibles today.
I haven't had edibles in quite a while.
I'm sure he's.
They don't do anything for me.
I noticed he was vaping earlier.
I can't find edible to do anything. I need one of those big diamonds. It's about 500-600 milligrams.
Holly says that chocolatini was so good.
Oh, well.
It was.
The Merler King can't be kicked off when the closed captions can't understand him.
Okay.
Thank you, Cindy. Yeah. She goes, one chocolatini can get you buzzed. Yep.
Yeah, it was strong.
Whiskey in the old fashioned. It was good. She tasted. She took a sip of what Dan was drinking.
I wish they.
I don't know. I know I didn't. Just
I wish things tasted like that. Like scotch. To me, scotch should taste like a butterscotch, but it don't.
I don't think they've ever tasted like butter. I don't think scotch has ever tasted like butterscotch.
But that's what it should. Don't call it scotch. If it's not, doesn't taste like butterscotch. You got butterscotch pudding, butterscotch mints.
I think Scotch booze has been around longer than butterscotch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they always say it's like moonshine. I have a pineapple moonshine. It don't taste like fucking pineapple. It's just nasty.
That's your problem. That's what you're going to complain about today is liquors don't taste like candy enough for you.
Exactly.
Some of it does though. I've got some butterscotch moonshine here. Tastes like butterscotch.
It tastes like butterscotch. It tastes like butterscotch.
Some of it does. Yes, some of the moonshine does taste exactly what it. Not all of it. Like moonshine pickles. If you like pickles, try those.
I love pickles, but I just don't think that it goes. It's like
that's moonshine that tastes like pickles. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, they're pickles that they put in a jar of moonshine, and then you eat the pickles.
That's like cherries.
You can't taste the alcohol.
You're right. Bullshit.
Dan says
you can't taste the alcohol when you eat the pickles.
Dan says his drink was supposed to be bourbon, bitters, and simple syrup, but his tasted like straight. I'm telling you, it smelled like straight bourbon.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, simple syrup. That's just sugar and water.
Yeah.
Bitters. That's bitter.
Yeah. Bourbon, bitters, and simple syrup. By the way, Roy says Steve's not allowed to use the pocket pussy during the show anymore. Steve is never allowed to use that.
No.
I thought he couldn't use it.
I can't. My Peter's big, but
it wasn't. Peter's too small.
It wasn't. It was too wide. Yeah. Yep. And Dan says, with that reasoning, what should sex on the beach taste like?
Tuna.
Oh, Stephen Blaine.
The sex on the beach is a sweet drink, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a real sweet tasting alcohol.
I ate tuna yesterday, man. It gave me this shit. Terrible.
Chris says that pickled moonshine tastes like pickles and gets you pickled.
Yes, it does. I know. I sat and ate a whole jar one night.
Jeez.
I was messed up.
Holly says she loves the new peanut butter screwball whiskey.
That sounds delicious.
I've tried it. I don't taste the peanut butter. I don't like it.
That would be really peanut. Now maybe if I poured some into peanut butter and stirred it up, maybe. But
So you'd want to put more peanut butter in the booze.
Oh yeah. I'm
You
not
have
a
to
big
make-
drinker.
You have to make your booze more fattening before you like it.
Although I did suck down that Malort. which
Yeah.
I did.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit is the most disgusting.
I don't have a problem.
I don't
didn't have a
know
problem
how
with
Dan likes that stuff. I don't know why. It's so gross. And every time somebody comes over, oh, you got to try this. You got to try this.
I'll tell you, he does. He can go to Chicago. They they do
Yeah.
that stuff. Dan can go have new drinks in Chicago and be
Mhm.
fine. All they
Somebody
do is
made deviled eggs out of
Good.
with Malort in them.
they make you drink that
Oh.
Malort.
No.
Roy says that pocket pussy's ever missing from the shelf. We'll all wonder.
Huh.
That shelf
No.
should be cleaned out. Good Lord, it's disgusting. Dan wants to try booze in his fudge.
I'm not a big fudge.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I just threw a bunch of fudge
Yes.
away. Because we got our
Good.
boxes of cookies.
Tom says it sounds more like Steve wants to eat rather than drink. Did you eat the cookies?
Yeah, I ate the cookies. I just didn't eat the fudge.
Did you steal your neighbors?
Supposed to be another beautiful day today.
Stephen Blaine Stanton. You How many neighbors did you go steal from?
You stole their cookies.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it Saturday night. I was in a mood. I was in a mood.
He was too busy
Oh.
stealing cookies.
I wouldn't want to ruin anybody's time.
Well, you should have come Saturday. We sat and talked about you.
It's okay.
You were the topic of
Ouch.
conversation.
Mhm.
I was just, I'm still in a mood. You know, and
Even my wife said, she goes, "Oh my God, I
We
wish
can
Steve
tell.
was here." She goes, "I wish Steve was here." I go, "Why?" She goes, "Because he'd have been so mad what you guys were saying. I'd have loved to see his reaction." I said, "Well, yeah. I wish he would have come." Yeah. And he says, there is apple pie moonshine, tastes like a spicy apple pie.
Oh, yes, I like the apple pie
Uh,
moonshine.
now I've had caramel apple pie moonshine that was homemade, and I liked it. But
Chris says he likes a Peter Pan colada. What does Peter Pan coladas taste like? I bet it doesn't taste like a can, or but it doesn't taste like a pan. What does a Peter Pan colada taste like?
Mm.
is that like a
No.
virgin daiquiri?
Doesn't taste like a pan. That's all I'll say.
Steve would like that one.
TJ says Steve needs 80 proof rum cookies.
Nah, I'd eat them. It would do nothing.
Said he's a sugar coma from theft.
No, because I'll be honest with you, we really got skimped this year. I don't know if the old ladies just don't want to bake or nothing, but there's a bunch of crap and a bunch of slice and baked sugar cookies, and I should have put in some of my stuff from cooking for the poor.
You should have stole the cookies and put in your cookies.
Yeah, we got 3 little bitty pretzels that are covered in white chocolate, and 1 ice cookie and 1 sugar cookie.
Hardly worth stealing, huh?
Exactly. The box wasn't even full.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
But
Somebody
hey, it's
ratted
free.
you out that you go around stealing their boxes, so they're like, "Screw it, we won't film."
Oh, we
them. We're
already-
just gonna steal
That's
them."
what the notice was on the door about. People stealing other people's boxes. And the vaping and the smoking and all that's going on.
Oh, there was another notice about smoking?
Yeah, but it's somebody they're smelling cigarette smoke, and I don't know where it's going, what building or anything. But then they're saying, well, if you vape anything that they can smell in the hallway, they don't want, then you can have it in your apartment, like air fresheners and shit like that. But they don't even want you to have scented candles because they can smell it out in the hallway. I'd rather the hallway smells like shit most of the time anyhow. So I'd rather the hallway smell like.
Wonder where that
Especially down
smells
by
coming
Robin's
from.
apartment.
Wonder who stinks so
Robin's
bad that
apartment.
it's making the hallway stink.
My apartment, especially yesterday. God damn.
Why'd your apartment stink yesterday?
I took 4 dumps yesterday.
Oh,
Oh, good Lord.
damn it.
If you're going to the bathroom makes the hallway stink.
Well, my bathroom's right there by the hallway door, so
Yeah. Well,
You
it's
need
gonna
to
go
invest
into
in
the
some air
hallway.
freshener.
yeah.
I
wonder
got
what's
air freshener.
going on with you.
I got air freshener. I'm all good. Everything's good with me.
Oh, Lord.
I got this big long message from Robin last night about I want to be your friend.
As he hacks up a lung.
Yeah. No, he couldn't even finish the sentence. Couldn't even finish the sentence without hacking. So
Good
Robin
God.
wants to be your friend again.
I want to be your friend, but I don't want to get mentioned on that effing Lytle podcast. And I said, Robin, the only time you get mentioned on it is when you post on social media. Guess what? That's social.
Yeah. So she's mad at me, and so it makes her
she's
on
not
that
mad.
Lytle podcast.
Yeah, she doesn't even know the name of it.
Yeah.
I said, well, we tried.
Well, obviously she's not listening to the show.
Yeah.
Right.
I said we tried, and it just doesn't work. You have your bugs, and I have my podcast.
So you told her.
Happy holidays.
So you told her that you guys aren't going to become friends.
No, cool. Because like when they did the box of cookies,
Was it
I knew
just
she was-
friends, or was it just?
I
friends?
knew she was at the door because she was knocking on my fucking door. Steve, man, leave me alone. Your cookies are here. You just kicked me in. I pretended like I was dead.
Mm-hmm. Well, that seems like a good,
Wow.
Mm. That sounds like that was a good plan, right? Did she?
Yeah.
Did she message you after that?
Yeah. She kept sending me these happy holidays, whatever.
So she messaged you on Facebook, or?
Yeah, through Messenger.
Oh.
Maybe she's horny.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. I don't care. She's too crazy.
She needs her man Steve to come take care of her. Right?
She's fine today.
She's too crazy. Wait, didn't she make your list?
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't have a choice.
Why didn't you have a choice?
Okay, I couldn't think of any more women.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she didn't. Let's see. Hold on.
I can't remember. Too many lists. Too many people.
Holly, Katie, Irene, Robin. Oh yeah, she was 4.
I thought she was on one of them.
Carla. She was above Carla.
Really?
Holly, Katie, Irene, Robin, Carla, Shelley, Debbie, Jen,
He must
Martha,
have been high.
Christina.
That was any time.
Yeah.
That was any time.
So no specific order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever's willing up front.
Let me see if she made the extravaganza list. It was
Oh,
Holly.
she didn't make
Carla,
this yet. No.
Katie, Holly, Carla, Katie, Kelly Easton, Cindy, Irene, Jen, Lori, Amanda, Dan. Well, look at that. Oh, Deidre and Karen. Yep. I forgot you made this is the list of 12.
Well, it had to be 12, yeah.
I forgot you extended it.
And actually, we could pull Deidre off.
Let me just say congratulations to Karen.
We
Oh,
could
who's
pull,
going on?
Kelly Standish could go on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
I bet Kelly be good.
Oh, I bet.
Well, way to go, Steve. Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't put Michelle on the list.
Oh, Michelle, too. Okay. Karen, come off the list, too. Michelle.
Oh, there you go. You're welcome, Karen.
Oh.
I forgot about Michelle. I was hoping she was going to give me a BJ when they come and visit me that day,
But she decided not to.
but I guess.
That anger.
Well, Keith and his girlfriend were here too. I said, well, we could have made it a gangbang, you know.
Oh, Steven!
You wanted to gangbang his girlfriend.
Oh, his girlfriend was good looking. I told him, I said, dude, your girlfriend's got a nice ass, man.
Oh.
He said, I know. They're 18.
So you were making comments about his young girlfriend.
She was 18, yeah.
Very disturbing. Very,
Wow.
very disturbing. Roy says you should put Robin on the shelf.
No.
DA says if Robin is horny, Steve wouldn't know what, as he doesn't know what horny is. Oh, he knows what horny is. He's horny all the time.
Oh, he does. Pervert.
Yeah. Karen's wishing other women congratulations. A little bit of Carla in Steve's life, a little bit of Robin as his wife.
Oh, no.
Diane says, should I be offended or glad that I'm not on said list?
Well,
It depends. I think you should be honored to be on the list.
when the list originally came out, she was.
Tom said, let me get this right. You wanted Michelle to give you a BJ in front of her son and his girlfriend?
I don't think he'd care.
I'm thinking of, in that scenario, it does seem like perhaps you weren't thinking. You know what I mean? Right?
Okay.
God.
I don't think you were full on thinking this out. Right?
No. We go in the bedroom, they could stay in the living room.
Oh, okay. So you
They could have turned wrestling on so you could go in the other room and
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Because I probably get loud. It's been so long.
Oh,
You would get loud?
I would hope so.
oh, good God.
That's what helps me is the noise.
I didn't have to turn wrestling on.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, that's good.
Last time I went on it, no wrestling was forced to be turned on, which was
Wow.
nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
That's
That was
why you were
nice.
Quiet.
Yeah, I mean, I know how to keep myself quiet, and I'm the one.
Oh.
You know, my wife says you don't know how to whisper. What do you mean by that? You don't know how to keep it down. You don't know how to whisper.
My problem was, what? What did you say?
There you go.
Oh, that'd be so romantic.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not romantic in bed.
You're not romantic?
No, not. I'm not a big. I love pillow talk, but I'm not good at it at all.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? What did you just say?
Because you're so deaf. You're so deaf, you drive the women crazy.
Fine. Never mind. Forget it.
Those poor women. I couldn't imagine. Tracy's in there. Didn't Tracy make, she was,
No.
oh, I thought you were going to put it on the list. You didn't know her well enough.
No.
She says, morning, friends.
Good morning, Tracy.
Karen says, this is like the opposite of Schindler's List. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Irene says that's why Michelle said goodbye, because you were wanting her to pleasure you in front of her children. I would hope that wasn't the case. Yeah.
Good God.
Points to Karen for bringing up Schindler's List in conjunction with Steve's list. Dances with you. It's not pillow talk. It's pillow mumbles. I got to tell you, I watched good movies this last weekend. Good movies. I watched Carry On. I talked about this on Saturday's subscriber show, but Carry On was a movie I watched Friday night. So good.
Oh, goddamn.
It was good. Did you watch it, right?
I've seen it twice. So
It's fantastic, isn't it?
it is. I watched
Carry
it once. I thought, fuck, I
Okay.
got to watch it again.
Have you seen it yet, Christina?
Not yet. I don't think I watched
Oh,
any TV over the weekend, but it's on my list.
Oh, it better be top on your list. It's
That
She was-
good, huh?
I was busy watching Chevy Chase. I was busy watching Chevy Chase in concert.
I was. It was good.
By the way, Christina put up a Facebook post that I have to do.
oh yeah, I noticed that.
Oh, what did I do? No. Block. Block.
Let me see. What was there was something she put up and I was like, oh my God, the queen has spoken.
Oh, fuck. What did I do now? I don't remember. But
My pain. I've lost someone I never wanted to lose.
oh, good God.
My mistake. Christina, your mistake was helping people who didn't deserve it. And my lesson, I learned to be careful who I trust. Salt and sugar look alike.
That was those stupid game things that you play and share.
Mm-hmm. All I saw is that I said, you lost some lose. I was like, son of a bitch, you put Elliot's picture up there. What the hell is that?
No, that's just how it showed up.
He's just about to start driving, son of a bitch.
That's what I thought.
Poor Elliot. What the hell happened?
No.
I've lost someone I didn't want to lose, unlike the others who I wanted to lose. Every death's bad, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Some deaths are good. Some deaths are good and make me happy. But some deaths are people I don't want to lose. Only some. Yep. That's what I got from that.
Mm-hmm. No more sharing things either.
Katie says that they saw Chevy in St. Louis on Friday night.
Oh.
Cool.
And you guys,
Great. I liked it.
you guys went to Peoria and saw him Sunday?
Last night.
Oh, it was last night. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep, last night.
Dan says, carry on like dead animals on the side of the road. No. Carry on. Carry.
Carry on.
Like a carry-on piece of luggage.
Yeah. I kind of like Jason Bateman in that type of role.
Oh, he was fantastic. Jen says, D told me he watched Carry On and really liked it. It was a great movie. Carry On was good, but then on Saturday, I took Big D's advice and I watched Red One. That was fantastic. I think it was Sunday. Sunday, I watched Red One. That was fantastic.
I know it is.
That was a lot of fun, man. I saw two great movies this weekend, and they were. I would say they were both great. Just lots of fun. You didn't have to put a lot of thought into them. You just,
Nope.
I thought Chris Evans and The Rock were fantastic. And
Oh yeah.
One. And it was just stupid fun.
Yeah.
That's a really good Christmas movie. Like both those movies, I could see myself watching next Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Katie says, I saw that post and giggled. I knew it was going to be read in the Queen's voice come Tuesday. You're absolutely right. Yeah. soon as I read it, I went, "Oh, I better get the Queen's voice ready because that's
Oh, good Lord.
I learned I hate people and want them to die. But there are some, occasionally, someone dies who I wish they didn't. But most people I'm happy with. Most times I am ecstatic when a person dies. Carry on.
God.
Carry on. Yep.
What's wrong with you?
Holly wants to know what's it on. Well, Carry On is on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
And Red One is on Prime Video, and they're both free.
Yeah.
Karen says, I'm going to start looking for posts like that just so I can hear Ray say them in the Queen's voice. Well, it's always
good.
Always
You do that on your Facebook.
it's always Christina's. Whenever I see Christina post something, I go, oh, there you go.
Yep.
Here comes the Queen. Here comes the Queen.
Block Ray.
You know the Queen's gonna come out in that one. Yep. Margaret Thatcher rises again. What can I say?
Is she dead?
No, Margaret. I don't know. They're both the Queen's dead, right?
Oh, the Queen is, yeah. She's 90 years old.
Oh, Margaret Thatcher's dead. She might be. She's pretty. If she's not dead, she's pretty old.
Yeah.
Not as old. Jimmy Carter's 100. He's still kicking. He is still kicking. Way to go, Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. Man.
Don't you wish you had jeans like that?
I don't know, man. I've seen pictures of him. I mean, he has to be. I think we'd be happier if he was gone. He just really looks terrible. He looks like a dead body.
Well, maybe. Well, he,
I mean, how much? He can't do anything, can he? But sit there.
Yeah, I think that's all he does. I do.
I just want to live like that.
I do feel bad. I felt bad for him though. Do you know why I feel bad for Jimmy Carter?
Why?
Because he's 100 years old.
He was so active for so long.
Yeah, and he was very active. He was building houses a year ago.
Yeah.
And then it all hit him at once, and then his wife died. And
yeah,
that would suck.
Yeah. And he's all upset. And then he told people he was hanging on. He was hanging on because he wanted to see the first female president.
Oh wow.
He was hanging on so he could vote for the first female president, and that he did not want Donald Trump to become president again. That's what he told them. And then he probably had to be, I bet he was like, son of a bitch.
I gotta last 4 more years.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. There's no way you're gonna last. There's no way he'll last 4 more years. There's absolutely no way. So I kind of felt sorry. On the night of the election, like a bunch of people were you were either ecstatic or upset that Trump won.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I just kept thinking, oh, poor Jimmy Carter. Could you imagine? I made it to 100 so I could vote. I finally voted. And then this happened, son of a... So I felt bad. I'm like, God.
Yeah.
It's probably just being pissed off is what's keeping him going now. Oh, well. Irene says she hears Jimmy Carter's planning on running for president.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Well,
TJ wants to know who has better bowel control, Steve or President Carter?
Oh, definitely President Carter.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. You're right.
Yesterday would probably been President Carter. Steve had a bad day yesterday.
You're not having a good day with your.
I hope you made it to the bathroom every time. Please.
Yeah.
As long as you made it.
Thank God.
Nothing fell on the floor.
Well, good.
Thank God.
That's awesome.
I still
Yeah.
question what I cleaned up last week.
Where did you clean it?
You said it was the cat, the carpet in the living room.
It was a
It
cat.
says it was the
fucking
cat,
cute.
but I don't know. It looked like shit to me.
My shit don't look like that. It doesn't look like it doesn't have hair
Oh,
in it.
you had to clean up feces when you were at his house, and you're
Yes.
saying,
Oh,
I was
well, see,
on my hands and knees scrubbing the carpet.
Oh,
and you're saying that it looked kind of like it was human.
Kind of looked like shit that may have ran down someone's leg.
I'll tell you what. I'll shit on the
saying.
floor this week just to prove to you.
Oh, no, you won't. I'll send Robin down. Say, Steve decided he wants to be your friend. He wants you to come down and see him.
No, we
Oh,
don't
but
need
I
that
will.
either. Because I think, if I remember correctly, your little escapade with drinking too much and sending Robin messages has how that's all started. When you say, "Hey, Robin, would you like to see Steve naked?"
You said,
I never. I don't know what
You-
you're talking about.
you sent Robin a message asking if she wanted to see Steve naked. What did she reply?
I might have.
Did she
Might have
reply?
had a few beers in me. No, I don't think she did. I think she ignored me.
No,
I haven't talked to her since.
She replied to me, "Why is Christina sending me this?" I said, "Well, she's drunk." Oh, okay, I get it. That was at
Oh,
the
that's the
Williamsville
night. Yeah, when we were down there with Big D and Jen and
thing. Yeah,
Brady and Bree. Yeah.
yeah. It was
Why
the
didn't you
Williamsville.
just tell her, swing on by? Yeah, come take a look. I'm surprised you didn't invite her to come by and
No,
have a gander at your bits. That poor dear. By the way, DA says, and Steve made it to the bathroom every time. He had finished in his pants and on the floor, but he made it to the bathroom.
Oh God, I hope not.
no, I did not get anything on the floor.
He made it to the bathroom before he took the pants off.
Just barely.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but
Sorry to hear that.
I'm gonna blame it on the tuna.
What'd you eat yesterday? Tuna?
Tuna salad. And boy, but probably might have been the mayonnaise.
You could have used
Could have been.
did you use some bad mayonnaise or
No, I think I just used real mayonnaise. Usually I use that cheap shit. But I'm gonna blame this one on TJ because he told me one time, "Yeah, I got to get Duke's mayonnaise. It's the best." So I got this Duke's mayonnaise. It's real mayonnaise, but I think that's what my problem is. I think my body doesn't like a lot of lactose. Yeah.
you
Man.
supposedly went to you were claiming you went to the doctor last week and the doctor
I did go to the doctor last Friday.
All right.
I claim I went.
Sure you went?
I got my prescription, so yeah, I must have.
All right, I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. That's all.
Did you ask her for a prostate exam while you were there?
What?
Did you ask her for a prostate exam while you were there?
No, I don't ask her for a prostate exam. I don't need a prostate exam.
You don't?
No, I have to go back to the
Let's make this clear. Do you want a prostate exam or do you not want a prostate exam?
I would rather have a hernia exam.
So you just want her to cup your balls?
Yeah.
And she's never done that?
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He's always talking about how hot his doctor is.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see how big my balls are.
Well, you can see those. Can't you
Well,
look
you
down?
know,
You know.
you had the
I can
perfect
see the balls.
opportunity. You want her to see how big they are. You should have asked her what those damn.
Yeah, you
warts
should have
were.
had her see those warts. Like Katie said, you should have brought up your genital wart or what you thought were genital warts. Holly says, "Did you take the bus?"
No.
Because we know a secret. I don't know what you. Oh, did you take the bus? No.
The Medicare bus.
Yeah, the Medicare bus picked him up. That's when he took to the Diddy parties. That's when he would go to P. Diddy's parties. He was always taking the Medicare bus. Karen says maybe Christmas.
I'll be taking that.
I'm here for the party. Yeah.
I'll be taking that pretty soon. I'm sure the piece of shit truck's about ready to fucking die.
Karen says maybe Santa will give you a prostate exam. Yeah, maybe Christmas Eve.
I don't celebrate Christmas this
Maybe.
year.
Yeah, perhaps it'll happen. Well, you know what I mean? Maybe Santa will put the old finger in while you're sleeping. Or do they do it? They do that. How do they do the exam? Do they? Oh, I guess. Do they go like this, or do they go? I don't know.
I have no idea.
It's been a long time. You know, I've never had a colonoscopy. I still got to get a colonoscopy. I've never had one.
Yeah.
My wife was yelling at me. She says, "Oh, I got to get my colonoscopy." I said, "I've never had one of those." She goes, "What? How have you never had one?" I said, "I just haven't." She goes, "Oh, we're supposed to start taking those at 40." I said, "Well, I skipped." She goes, "I don't think you should skip that. You should probably get that taken care of." I said, "Oh, well."
Yeah.
I said, "I don't know. Maybe have you had a colonoscopy, Steve?"
No.
You've never had
the Cologuard. I've had to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yep, I don't know.
Yeah, I was supposed to have one a couple months ago and canceled it.
The problem is they want you to drink all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like drinking all that stuff. But I guess it's something I shouldn't put off, you know.
Yeah.
Because you get in your late 50s, you got to have that, you know. Tom says, Raymond, I have had two colonoscopies last week alone.
Yeah. I bet he enjoyed both of them too.
Congratulations, Tom, on all those colonoscopies.
I bet he's got one scheduled again for next week.
Chris says they're not fun. You have to drink that awful stuff. Yeah, that's the thing that got me. I think it was it Dan telling me about what you got to drink? And I was just like, oh my God. Karen says I did the Cologuard a few years back. Had my first colonoscopy back in October. The prep is the worst, but I'd rather do the colonoscopy because the prep is you got to drink all this. You got to drink all this laxative.
You know, shit your brains out.
Then yeah, and then you wake up really early in the morning and they stick a bunch of they sort of put you out, right? Till they give you something.
I think so.
Some kind of anesthesia. But I don't think that they put you out. I think they just kind of make you goofy. Yeah. Oh, but Katie says they have 3 different types of prep these days, and it isn't as bad as years past when you had no option except a gallon to drink. Oh, well, I might try it then. You know. And Karen says, I was out. It could have been twilight sleep, but I remember nothing. Well, I could do that. You know. I don't know if you're fully out or if you're like one, those kids that just have their teeth taken out or whatever. They have surgery for those wisdom teeth or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up and say goofy shit, and I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
when you're getting a colonoscopy, do you do that as an adult? I don't want someone recording me saying ridiculous stuff.
Oh, that would be great. That would be awesome.
Tracy says Tracy says don't put those off. She just had a mammogram that saved her life this past August. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Roy says you get the fart. You get to fart and laugh too. Well, that sounds like a good time. Corey says I did a Cologuard. It's so gross. You have to poop in a bucket and get some samples in a jar, then shake it and send to UPS. Everyone at the UPS stores knew. Everyone in the UPS store knows you have a box of shit. You send it. See, that does sound disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. Karen says she had the twilight sleep with her wisdom teeth extractions and her carpal tunnel surgery. She doesn't remember those either. Yeah, I don't think I want to do the Cologuard. That's when you have to wipe your shit on stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, on a card or something. It's gross.
Royce is in the recovery room after your colonoscopy. Everyone's laughing and farting. Oh my God. Katie says, suck it up and have the colonoscopy. Oh, I will. I will. I just,
Yeah, do it.
For whatever reason, I skipped it. It's just, I have no fear of, I have no fear of anything going up my butt because I hear you can't even feel anything. So, and I seem to do okay with anesthesia. God knows I've had 2 surgeries in the last 2 years.
I just want to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I've had 2 surgeries. I had a surgery in February of 23. And then I had another surgery last August. So, yeah. By the way, Irene says Steve has been preparing for his Cologuard all his life, wiping shit on things, anything but tissue. Yeah.
True story.
He's been prepping. Wipes it on his butter knives.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Old poop knife.
He knows. Karen says, please get it. If you're clear, you won't have to do another one for 10 years. Yeah. Yeah. Roy says he has a friend who's a nurse who assists the doctor with colonoscopies. Now, with my luck, I'll probably go into a doctor that has a bunch of students with him. And there'll be like 6 people all controlling my colonoscopy thing. Commenting about it. Oh, this. What do you think of that, student Lee? Oh, that's the most disgusting colon I've ever seen. I'd rather them not be talking about my colon. I'd be like, can't you just do it without all the commentary? I think I have a nice anus, though. I really do. I hope they would compliment me after the colonoscopy. They'd say, "Oh, Mr. Lytle, your anus is very, very put together well." Oh, thank you.
What makes you think that?
I know.
Have you been looking like taking
no,
a mirror?
No, I'm hoping. I guess it's all just wishful thinking, but
ask your wife.
Karen
How's my anus?
Karen says she had a couple of those adenomas. I don't know how you pronounce that. Which are the precancerous type polyps. So she has to get another one in 5 years. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Karen says, I think I have a nice anus. Please read that in the Queen's Book. I think I have a nice anus.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Lytle, your balloon knot is one of the finest we've ever seen. Yeah, I'd like to get complimented. Yeah, I would,
Oh God. If Dan starts complimenting you on your anus from now on, when we go over, oh my
He compliments
God.
on my penis all the time.
Yep, your pants, your penis. Yeah,
Very nice. He's a very good friend.
add anus to the list.
A good friend lies and compliments your penis. That's what a good friend's supposed to do.
Then I'm a horrible friend.
I'm just saying thank you, Dan. Very nice of him.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I don't want to go in there now. Oh, Mr. Lytle, your anus was horrible. We had to pull out gigantic polyps from it. Don't they go in there and if they see any kind of growths in your colon, they chop them out or something, right?
I have no idea.
I think that they have this, and Katie, correct me if I'm wrong. They have this long wire that looks like a Roto-Rooter thing, and they stick it in your colon, and then if they come across any lumps, the thing and they cut it off and then suck it back through the tube. You know? Corey says he had a doctor with students the day he went in for his vasectomy. After the doctor did the consultation, he asked a few students would come in, and he agreed to let them in. And 21 medical students all came in and looked at his.
Oh hell!
I would not be showing my balls to 21 people.
Whoopsie.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lytle. I'm sorry to tell you, we found Jimmy Hoffa in your anus. I think Jimmy Hoffa was killed before I was born. No, I don't care what you've heard. They did not hide Jimmy Hoffa's body in my anus. Yeah.
Oh good God.
Katie says, and that is why you should have the colonoscopy and not the Cologuard, because if there's any polyps, they remove them right there.
She has a point.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's why, Christina, you've had how many colonoscopies, Christina?
I've had none.
Oh,
I need to go have one.
you're well into your 40s.
Yes.
You've not had one yet.
No, I keep putting everything off.
And Steve, how many have you had?
None. I did Cologuard.
But you haven't had any. There hasn't been any cancers in your family, have there?
No.
Yeah, like they say, if one of your parents had a colon cancer, definitely get checked. And Jen says both times she had a colonoscopy, she had to have precancerous polyps removed. Oh shit!
Damn.
Corey says, so ask how many students the doctor has when you agree to them watching.
Yeah, learn somehow.
I'm not afraid to say no. Like when I had my gigantic hematoma, I went in and my doctor had a student with him. I was like, nah, yeah, let's see. You could look. I go, you could look. And then when it came time for the student to look, I went here and I pulled off the thing. I'm like, look at the size of that. And the student goes, oh my God. I go, yeah, it looks like a football, doesn't it? Oh my God, look at that. I said, yeah, you'll never see a hematoma this big again. Yeah. Like I was kind of impressed with myself. The student was really admiring it. The doctor had seen him before. So he was like, you know, but that student was amazed at the size of my hematoma. Hematoma.
Wow. Oh God. I was waiting.
Yep.
Wow.
Karen says the Cologuard's good screener for average risk people, but it can't find everything. I probably had one of those polyps when I took it, but the screening came back fine. Colonoscopy is way better. Yep. Next time I'll get one. I'll get one in 25, I promise. I will get a colonoscopy.
Yes, you should.
And I'll brag about it. And I'll ask them, I'll say, can you guys do me a favor? Can you rate my anus?
Oh, good God.
I'll send them a survey and I'll say, can you guys just let me know how my anus looked? I want to know if it looked good. Was my anus attractive? Or was it ugly?
Are you going to wax it before you go?
No, I told you I'm not hairy. No, I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate. I feel sorry for overly hairy people. I really do.
Oh, those dingleberries.
Yeah, I don't have, like I said, I don't have a lot of hair. You can't even see here. There's my chest. Can you see any chest hair?
Nope.
Yeah. I come from a long line of hairless Mexicans. I mean, I get a little, I get some scruff on my face, but I don't have a ton of hair on my legs. There's not a lot of hair on my arms. So I'm pretty lucky. Thank God.
You are.
I told you about Sean Balint, right?
Yeah.
That's like Sasquatch.
He looks like a Sasquatch, son of a bitch. I mean, he looks disgusting. I'm sorry to any hairy people out there.
Wow.
Karen says, I'm surprised your doctor hasn't already talked to you about it. I think that one time they said, well, you've had a colonoscopy, right? I said, oh, yeah. I think it was one of those where I just lied. They were like, well, of course you've had you're 55 years old. Of course you've had a colonoscopy. I was like, oh, hell yeah. You mean my first one or second? You know what I mean? So I think I've lied, but yeah.
Wow.
But just because, I just wanted to get my surgeries and stuff. Dan says, I bet for Sean it's like pooping through a Brillo pad. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah. I don't have a lot of I'm not a very hairy person. And thank God for that. Thank God for my hair. Yeah.
You're lucky.
Like I've never grown a beard. Now my brother has grown. My brother's grown a beard, but none of us. I think my older brother's the only one who's ever grown one. Like me, Bodine, Goose. You never see us with a bunch of facial hair. We just don't have. We're not overly hairy. You've never seen me with a mustache. Or a beard. I always, I trim it down. Like for a while, I just had this little, I didn't even use a razor. I used a trimmer thing that just, but now the hair's coming out so gray. Oh shit. It's coming out. It's almost white. So I got to trim that shit down, I'm really looking old. When that white hair starts coming out of your face, oh shit.
It usually turns white before the hair on your head, though.
Yeah.
My dad and my uncle, their beards were completely white and they still had dark hair.
I'm telling you, I started getting like gray and white stuff in my 40s on my face, but I never let it grow, But like I have a little bit of hair here because I have that scar. And that's black. That's never turned. Let me see. That's never turned white. It's all.
Yep.
That's all black. But this is, you can see some. Look, you can see some of the white hair.
Yep, a lot of white.
See how disturbing that looks?
Mhm.
Want to see my scar? You see it?
Mm-hmm. We see it.
Yeah. Every time I shave, that bleeds. So that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped. Katie says the gray whiskers are sexy, at least on Anthony. Oh, so it's not sexy on me? How dare you? How dare you? No, I have people comment on my my little facial hair here. And trust me, the only reason it's there is because I have this I have a scar from when I was a little kid. I told you about the scar, right? There was a
Mhm.
milk crate where the milkman was supposed to put this is how fucking old I am. When I was young, they still had milkmen. You know what I mean? There was a milkman that would come in and put milk on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
That's how fucking old I am.
Yep.
And we were out there playing, and I fell, and somehow I landed on the milk crate, which was all made of steel,
Mm-hmm.
and the milk crate went through my my under lip, whatever this is called.
Yeah.
And it went through and banged against my teeth and everything. That's how bad it was. And then a raised scar developed. Then when I started shaving, I would shave and that would bleed every single time. I was like, son of a bitch. So I ended up, I'd go to school and stuff with you'd take a little piece of toilet paper and you'd a tissue and you put it on there. It just looks ridiculous. So I stopped. Stopped trimming it.
Mhm.
And then it became a pain in the ass because I'd always try to shave around it.
Mm.
And then when I finally got to an age, like, I think it's in my 20s, I'm like, screw it. I'm just not going to shave anywhere near there. So I just I shave around it. And that's why I grew it. I wasn't growing it for any kind of statement or anything, or because I think it looks cool. I think it looks ridiculous, but that's why I did it, because I have a scar. So if sometimes you look at it and say, oh, look, Ray's trying to look ethnic, or so whatever the hell you're saying, it's not because of that at all. It's just because when you constantly shave and you cut yourself, it sucks. Corey says he had an uncle who was white-headed in his senior photo. Damn.
Wow.
Corey says he has a scar like that on his upper lip. He had a 7/8 wrench fall on his face while he was working on tractor trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, when you get a scar somewhere in your shave line, it sucks because you just don't want to shave it, And I don't blame anyone like that, because it's a pain in the ass. It bleeds all the time.
Right.
So I just got sick of, shaving it. I got sick of it. So screw it. I don't need to shave. That's what I said. I'm too cool to shave.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so I guess Steve and I are doing a show tonight. The rain.
Steve's going to have his crabby pants on for it.
I don't know what we're doing on the show, but
I don't know how to do the show. I made a suggestion. I don't give a shit.
You made a suggestion. I said, okay, I'll do one with you.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, we were going to do trivia tonight, but I forgot Gabriel has his Christmas programs tonight at school.
What's he playing? Was he playing an elf?
No, they're just singing.
Is he playing? Oh.
But he would make a good elf, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's cute and he's short.
Is he short for the other kids in his class?
Yeah, he's like the smallest. Well, I don't think he's the smallest, but he's almost. He's gonna be my itty bitty. But his birth mother was a drug addict, so
Oh. He comes from a long line of drug addicts or just a short line? Do you know?
I believe long line.
I hope there's no addiction on, Of course, he doesn't seem to be, he's really young, but he doesn't seem to have any addiction issues.
Mm-mm. He had cocaine in his system when he was born, but he didn't have the issues. He didn't have the withdrawal. I was damn lucky. Lucky.
Poor Gabriel. Well, you didn't adopt him though till when did you adopt him? Was he still a baby?
He was almost 2 when we adopted him, but we brought him home from the hospital at 4 days old.
Oh, really? So
we've had him since he was a baby, yes.
So
I'm the only mom he knows.
So how did you grab the baby? You grabbed him from his coke obsessed mother?
Yeah.
Is she still around?
They called. She disappeared. They called me on a Friday. Was it a Friday night? The caseworker called me and he said, "Do you want a baby?" And I'm like, "Duh." So he had just been born. No, he was born on a Thursday night. He called me Friday night. And I went and picked him up that Monday morning.
Wow. And so he's never even known another mother. Because you started
not that he would remember. Yeah, we were his foster parents. You have to foster for 6 months before you can adopt.
And then you adopted him when he was 2 years old, huh?
Yep. It's a long process.
I'll be damned. Well, that's good. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But you got to watch it. Make sure he doesn't try coke at a certain age, right? You know what I mean? Like, if he's, I don't know how that works, but.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just know we got lucky because I'm telling you, all weekend, I worried myself to death. I need to bring home this drug withdrawal baby from the hospital. And I watched videos all weekend and it's horrible. It is horrible what they go through. But thank God he had none of it.
You know what I need? You know what we need is a drug expert. I don't know. I don't want to name any names, but we need a drug expert to ask them what they think about. Steve, should Christina let Gabriel try cocaine or
what?
How old is Gabriel?
He's 8.
Steve,
I think this should wait.
Should Christina allow her 8-year-old son to try cocaine?
Oh, damn it.
You think that's a good idea or a bad idea?
Probably a bad idea right now.
It's a bad idea forever.
Maybe in the near future.
No.
Just to decide whether he likes it or not.
What the fuck? Steve!
So you're saying even if he's 18, you're not going to let him try cocaine? What a bummer.
Oh.
What a bad mom.
Oh. Yes, I'm a horrible mother because I don't want my kid doing drugs.
I actually went and bought drugs for my kid yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Well, pot,
Yeah.
Well. Brad says this would be a great topic for Father's Day. Yes.
Right.
We might have to say this. We might have to save it for when Steve does confession stand. You know what I mean?
Good God.
The confession stand with Father.
There you
Steve.
go. That's what you guys could do tonight.
That's what we should do. Confession stand.
So that we're not home.
The confession stand with Father Steve. That sounds like a good episode. I'm just saying Steve knows,
He is an expert.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God. So at what point do I let him try meth, Steve?
Yeah. What's a good age for her to let?
Whenever he's ready. You gotta have a good lung capacity.
See, now my opinion is, don't let your child try cocaine or methamphetamine or any of that stuff. Don't.
No.
Yeah. That would be
Ever.
my opinion.
God.
Like, I have no problem with, like I let my daughter smoke pot, Of course, she got it.
Well, she's an adult too.
She got it prescribed to her, but when she was 18,
Really?
they prescribed marijuana to her for pain,
Right.
for pain management. So, yeah. Steve, what you have just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered an irrational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. That is from what movie?
Oh.
I'll tell you, it's Billy Madison, isn't it?
Yeah.
Billy Madison.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Billy Madison. Yeah. Yeah.
God.
I knew it was one that I just watched.
I need to have Dan watch it. He said he's never seen it.
You've never seen Billy Madison?
No.
Cindy says, any chance Steve stole anything from the hospital as an infant? Oh, sure.
Oh, probably.
He stole all the nurses' hearts
He's been a klepto since the day he was born.
when they all came in and said, oh, look at his tiny little penis.
And that big ass dome.
Look at that gigantic head. But your penis was fine when you were born, wasn't it, Steve?
No.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't. What was wrong with your penis?
I had a
Hypospadias.
yeah. No
What's a
urethra.
hypostadius? What's a hypostadius?
My Peter wasn't big enough.
What, is that what it is?
It just didn't form right in the wound. Elliot had the
Yeah.
same. Elliot had the same thing.
You're saying that his penis didn't form right when he was in the womb? Oh my God.
They think when Elliot was in the wound, he had his foot, his heel up against his, so it kind of grew around it. So his was all fucked up
Wow.
when he was born. Yeah. Yeah, he had the same surgery as Steve did.
And that's when they had to, what did they give you, Steve? They had to give you a penis surgery after you were born, right?
Artificial urethra. You have to
Oh.
put a tube in
Shit.
because your pee hole don't work right.
So you couldn't pee?
Right? Yeah.
So where were you peeing?
Well, it was peeing, but wasn't going out. It wasn't going forward. It was going down. I guess. I don't know. I
That's
don't
where
remember.
That's where Elliot's was. The pee hole, instead of being at the tip, was
Yeah.
underneath. So
It was
when
underneath,
he peed, it
yeah.
went.
Straight down. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know. God, that's terrible.
And then they
So there's
they
still a
did
hole.
So they have to go put a tube in.
Wow. So they put a fake pee hole in.
Yep. Your urethra.
I'll be damned. Wow.
Yeah, I had to have that.
Jen says, congenital abnormal development of the urethra due to malfunction of the hormones responsible for the formation of the urethra and foreskin.
Thank you. I do. I have a lot of foreskin. I don't think I would.
Well, they circumcised you, right? Didn't you?
I don't think so.
They wouldn't let Elliot. They wouldn't circumcise him because they wanted to save the skin for his
Right.
surgery.
Right? Yeah.
That's what
yeah,
they used to do to make his tube.
Yeah.
Oh, they used the foreskin to make it.
Yep.
yeah.
How old? Wait a minute, how old was he when he had to get the fake tube put in?
Well, I was a baby.
Elliot
What?
probably wasn't even a year. I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, so they do it when the baby's still young. So.
Oh, yeah. They do it before your Peter gets big.
And Steve, you think they chop some off? Then is that what you think? caused your penis to be small?
Well, that time, and then I had that cyst removed on my groin, and that Dr. Michael Smith. I honestly think because I know when he stuck those swizzle sticks down in that area, that swizzle stick was 6 inches long, and it would have reached my Peter. I honestly think he pulled my Peter back a little bit, snipped it off, re-sewed it, because after that surgery, my Peter got smaller.
Well, but didn't you get larger?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you try losing weight to see if you're.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah.
I'm telling you, as I'm losing weight, my Peters it gets bigger.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Steve. That should be motivation for you to lose weight.
Yeah.
I don't have motivation. I don't. That's just it.
I tell you, when you look down and see your Peter, you say, "Oh, damn,
my Peter." Hey, I can still pee. I can still pee.
Katie says, "Yes, Stephen. They use actual swizzle sticks."
No shit. That nurse would stick a son bitch down in there, and she's like, "Oh, I gotta get it cleaned out, Steve."
So you had a cyst on your groin.
Yeah.
And you said they had to cut.
They drained it. And they drained it, and they leave it open so it can heal from the inside out. Yeah. But I had to have home health come and clean the wound area every other day. And she would put this ointment on these big long sticks, about 6 inches long, about like this, about the size of this thing here.
Yeah.
And they poke this stuff, but it's down. Only it's got a Q-tip in on it, and they poke it down in there, and then they take gauze and they poke it. When that doctor came in and pulled all the packing out, I thought he was pulling my fucking intestines out. Dude, it hurts. You're pulling. And he just kept pulling and pulling and pulling.
Well, did you feel anything in your penis when they were doing that?
Oh, I felt something in my penis. I was screaming. They had to close the door. You didn't give him any painkillers before we did this, did you? No.
Oh. Ouch.
So you think that they pulled so hard it pulled part of your penis and they cut it off? That's your theory. This theory makes no sense.
That's his excuse.
Your theory makes no sense. Cindy says your penis was an innie, not an outie. Similar to your belly button.
It is.
Your penis is an innie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's ridiculous. There's no penises that are innies.
Want a bet? You want to see mine?
No.
Definitely one. I 100% do not wish to see your penis.
I speak for everyone here. Yes. No.
That's why I always tell you when the nurses
let me say with honest sincerity, I do not want to see your penis.
No.
That's why I always tell the nurses, when they go to hold the urinal down there, I said, they go, "Oh, where is it?" I said, "Well, I have a lot of edema down there."
You have a swollen poopa? Good God.
I just think if you you lose some weight.
That's true. If I lose some weight, yeah. But
I'm going to get you with Memorial Wellness Center and let them get you some fat surgery. Let you start losing that fatness.
When you sneeze, does it pop out? Like a turkey when it's done.
Steve, your penis, the royal penis, must be properly cleansed. You must clean your penis more often, Stephen.
Oh, I clean it. I shoot water.
Your penis is disgustingly dirty.
I'll agree with that.
Well, I bet that penis gets some stink on it.
Oh,
God, yeah.
I can't
smell
that penis.
Oh, yeah. Especially right now.
Dude.
Are you dirty now, you think?
No, I took a shower last night, but whew, I can tell it's a little right down there. Just sitting here.
Oh.
So it's wafting up and you could tell?
Oh yeah. Well, my butt's sweating too from sitting on this leather chairs. And I don't have any underwear on. My balls are just dangling on the chair.
Oh, good God.
I've had butt sweat after working out. You know, you do
Oh, yeah.
you work out. You work out and then you know, like I could come home and I'd take off my underwear and
Yeah.
shorts.
You got little skid marks in it. I know.
No, it's not skid marks. It's just like the underwear will have a sweat stain.
Oh yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's going from the back. From the back, like on the back of my shirts are always wet.
Uh-huh.
And then the butt will have like a stain,
Right.
stain here, and then because I wear dark underwear, you know,
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
and you could see the stain, and it'll be like,
Yeah.
you know, going down to my butt,
Yeah.
and you could just, you know,
What sucks even more is when they make the poop moist. That makes your butt itch.
the poop's not involved. But
What?
I just get I get a sweat. It seems like the sweat's coming from my back and it goes all the way down in my butt, or it goes down in my underwear. So I take the underwear off and you can see the, you know,
Oh yeah.
you see the sort of V-shaped,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's only, you know, like every time I work out. Oh yeah. Because I'm not allowed to lift weights. They put me on a weight restriction. I won't be able to lift weights till February.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. Cindy says, the gooch plaster, the poop knife, and swizzle sticks, things that normal people don't have touch their bottom. Well, they touch these bottom.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Yeah. He gooch blasts that. He gooch blasts his butt area every night.
Mm-hmm.
Does some nice, you know.
And it's not for cleansing.
Oh yeah, it is.
More
He
for
likes-
sexual.
He likes to keep his rectum clean. The cleanest rectum around.
Hmm. That's very doubtful.
Yeah. I told you I'm going to have to get that penelectomy or whatever the hell it's called.
Yep.
I'm eventually going to have to get that. So I guess what that does is it removes all the hanging skin and all like, oh, you got
Mm-hmm.
like there you can, you know,
But
like they got to take that off, and I don't know if that takes off some of the fupa too. But my fupa's almost gone, you know. But I don't know if it takes that off, and they, you know,
probably do a liposuction on a fupa.
I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
Well, I don't know though, because there's a pull skinned up the meat. So they might just eliminate the fupa altogether.
Well, they'll just all the skin. They just get rid of the skin, and they stitch everything together, and then, you know, they stitch everything together, and then they put a bandage around it. I guess it's a long recovery.
Right.
And then after the Christina must have guessed or something. Oh,
Yeah,
that-
daughter.
she looks like she's related to Dan. Okay, I was gonna say she looks like she's related to him.
Yep.
Look at that. How'd she turn out so good looking with a father as ugly as that?
Rude.
What? I'm just saying.
Deanna's not ugly.
Oh. Well, good for him. Well, you know, Christina's going to be in a mood, Steve. You know,
Why am I
Christina-
going to be in a mood?
Dan's daughter's a terror. Oh.
No.
Didn't you like
I
her?
like
Is she
her.
the one you went out and saw in Phoenix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
you
When we
liked
went to
her.
Arizona, that's where we went.
Does he have more than one daughter?
Nope.
Oh,
She's the only girl.
all right. Well, good. Well, I hope it's a good week. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll see. Steve, I want you to pay attention. When she comes over to your house, I want you to pay attention to the mood she's in.
Oh God.
I'm sure she walked in and said, "What the hell's wrong with all these Christmas trees in this home?"
There's nothing wrong with all my Christmas trees.
Well, tell you that.
I'm just festive.
Yeah, we know you. She had a party. Let me tell you about this, Christina. She had a party at her house on Saturday where she invited people to come over to her house and just look at it and see how much better her house is than theirs. Oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Unbelievable.
No, I just wanted to share my illness.
Did you invite Steve?
Yes.
Because I was not. I want to point that
everyone was invited.
I
Bullshit.
was not invited.
I sent you an invite.
No,
Facebook
I never got it.
invites.
Oh, I don't pay attention to that shit. No.
And
But I guess my
Deidre saw it.
well, I guess you know what I was telling you that my wife said I was gonna have to go. That's where we were gonna have to go. But I didn't find out till after I missed it.
Oh.
But I fell asleep after Saturday's show. And by the time I woke up, then my wife told me where we were supposed to go, and I was like, "Oh shit, no!"
Yep.
I didn't realize. I said, "Oh, I didn't realize that's where we were supposed to go." She goes, "Would you have woken up?" I said, "Oh hell no!" But at least now I know what I meant.
See, rude.
Tom says, "Right, maybe they can record that surgery." And no, I'm not going to record that. Why would I want to record that? And by the way, Kelly says, her trees were beautiful.
Thank you, Kelly.
Kelly was there?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Kelly came by. And Bree 80 and Bree were here. And then we had some Boo Crew folks over and we had a good time.
Yeah.
Lots of food.
Steve would have gone, hooked up with Kelly. Maybe took her behind.
See what you missed out on?
Maybe took her behind one of the trees and showed her a good time, right, Steve?
Steve didn't miss out on anything.
This could have been your opportunity. Could have been your chance to grab a quickie. Could have been your chance. Christina even said I could have come in through the back door.
Yep, you could have came in my back door.
She said you should have come. You could have gone into the back door. I was like, oh shit. And Tracy says, sorry, I missed it. I'm sorry, Tracy. It sounds like it was a good time.
It was.
I want to come out and say, no, sorry. No, Holly, you missed your chance. You missed your opportunity.
Holly can come out anytime.
2025 before you're allowed to set foot in my home to look at my Christmas trees.
That's what I want to know, Karen. Why is everyone British all of a sudden?
I don't know.
No, not everyone came in the back door, Corey.
So
some
people
came in the front, some came in the back.
Mm-hmm.
The only two that I gave permission to come in the back door was Ray and Steve.
Yeah. Which that would be very nice. I've never been inside your home. I kind of like it that way. I like it that way. I don't like, I'm very particular. I can't remember the last time I've been in someone else's house.
Yeah,
No, I don't like it. I don't like when I go to other people's
I don't like going to other people's houses. Yeah, because I don't know what kind of furniture they have.
Like I go to my mother's house. I hate going to my mother's house. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Her bathroom is too small.
Oh yeah, that's a rough.
I would probably fit better now. than I did before. Like I went to her house before and it was, very uncomfortable, but
That's why I don't like going to my mom's house, because she has a big bathroom, but she has no handles to get up off the toilet. It's just all open around her toilet. Her fucking sink is clear across the fucking.
so there's nothing you can use to lift up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe now being, not maybe now being she's had to get her up place. I don't know.
How does she get up?
I don't know. They're gonna have to put something up for her.
How's your mom doing? Is your mom home or is she still in the hospital?
She's in pain. She's in rehab in pain right now.
My best goes out to Mrs. Stanton. I hope that she gets well soon. So no, you didn't have your Christmas thing this weekend?
No, we're supposed to do it this weekend.
All right, you're going to do it this weekend.
Yeah, this is what my brother said. They're coming down this weekend.
Well, we have a special schedule because of the holidays. Like Steve and I will do a show tonight. So no concession stand tomorrow because we're going to do tonight's show. And then we're going to do Thursday's show like normal.
Mm-hmm.
And then that'll be a subscriber show. Friday morning, Saturday morning will be subscriber shows. Then we're going to do our Christmas extravaganza.
Yay!
Will be Monday night. That's when we open up the secret. By the way, I still haven't gotten the Secret Santa gift for my person I got to buy a gift for. I still haven't.
You better get on it. Less than a week.
Ah, shit. I got to figure that out. And I don't know where the person lives that I have.
I sent you their address.
But I think it's a Springfield address. I think it's, you know what I mean? I think they live in this area. It's not like I don't have Tom or Irene or I don't have anybody that lives out of town.
Right.
So I could get something, and deliver it or whatever. Or put it in their mailbox or something. So I could still do that, I think. But that'll be Monday night. All right. Then we are not working next Tuesday or Wednesday. We are off Tuesday and Wednesday. But then we're back Thursday morning. We return.
We will resume with our normal programming.
We'll resume our normal programming Thursday morning. And then we will do a show Thursday night, our subscriber show. And then we'll do a free show Friday morning. It's usually a subscriber show. We'll do a free show Friday morning. And then we'll do a subscriber show Saturday morning. So that's next week. All right.
Okay.
This week is normal. The next week, the changes start. But there is a difference because tonight, the Ray and Steve, the Steve and Ray show is tonight. The Steve and Ray show. So that'll be a special subscriber show. Are you ready, Steve?
Yeah.
Starring Ray and Father Steve. We'll be doing that tonight around 6:00. All right. So be prepared. Be prepared for the fun and foils. Because
You're not going to be crabby, are you, Steve?
he seems fine now, right?
He's a little crabby.
Is he
I
crabby?
think.
Oh, man.
I think he is.
Corey says, it's going to be Monday afternoon when Ray delivers his.
Corey's right.
You're probably right. I'll be bitching about it come Monday that I didn't take the day off. I'll be like, oh, this is my day off.
Mm-hmm.
Like last night, I was like, oh, at least I got the day off to watch the Bears game. Oh, shit. I was 10 minutes in the Bears game, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I knew that game was going to be just a mess, and it was terrible. I mean, it was terrible. That Bears game was unwatchable.
I saw the TikTok. It says This play looks like Caleb Jacobs or the kid playing NFL with can't find the right fucking button. He's running back and forth and dodging.
That was a terrible game. It really was just terrible. Oh well. Yeah, so that's gonna be there's the schedule. That's our schedule. So tonight, Stephen Ray's special tonight for all our subscribers. And by the way, I wanted to give away some free subscriptions. So if you guys know someone that deserves a subscription, let me know. And
Tracy deserves one.
I'll just get me Tracy's get her an email address to me, and I'll buy her a subscription.
All right, cool.
All right. So get me emails, and I can get their subscriptions. That's the plan. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can go to themorningdisaster.net and you could buy a gift for someone. You could get a gift. You could spend $5 a month and get someone a gift. Like you can in advance, you can buy them so many months or a year or whatever. And, as a gift. I think it's pretty cool.
It is.
Maybe I'll get one for
Robin. Robin needs one.
Oh yeah, Robin.
No.
Yeah.
I'll get one for Tracy. Maybe I'll get one for Corey. Maybe I'll get one for Diane.
Diane.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let me get some email addresses and
I like Diane.
Yeah. And maybe I'll get one for Steve's aunt, Barb Stanton.
Yeah.
I want to go to that show. I'll go to that show that makes Steven get naked. Yeah. So those are the, I'm just some of my free subscriptions I'm going to give away too. Yep, that's the plan. Maybe I'll get one for that cheap son of a bitch, Bubba the Baker. Like Bubba the Baker's never
Yeah, that's true.
No.
He's never, God forbid he pay for a subscription. Well, maybe I'll get him one, Why not?
I saw the funniest thing the other night on Tyler's show.
Yeah.
They're raising money for St. Jude's.
Yeah.
They made fucking Bubba eat dog food.
Oh, I wish I would have seen that. Oh.
He probably liked it.
Hell yeah.
I think he's eaten it before.
It's the way
when he was living down by the river.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna spit it out. Watch. Damn dog. Made me sick to my stomach. Ew, fuck.
Back when he was pissing himself, getting himself all dirty, he was, God knows what he was doing then. Oh well.
Ew.
Corey says maybe I should give Brent a sub so he doesn't have to make an email every week. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Maybe I'll give one to Brent.
Yeah. I wonder how many emails he's up to by now.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. All right. I just text you Tracy's email.
All right.
Oh.
All right. It's the Gmail one.
Yes.
All right. Got it. Awesome. Thank you.
Cool.
All right. I'll get Tracy a sub.
There you go, Tracy.
Corey, text me your email. I'll give out, I don't know how many months, but I'm going to send some gifts out. There you go. Not bad.
Very
All
nice of you, Ray.
And I got to get my, gifts for my Secret Santa that I'm buying for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be ahead of the game. Right? How about that? But I feel like I got to take a good dump after the show.
Oh, good Lord.
I need a book to read. What should I read, Steve?
Well, you only have 1 million to choose from.
Steve, give me something I should read.
Wednesday, I have.
Looking at my selection of.
So
Batman.
I planned.
I should read a Batman.
Yeah.
My dentist. is
All right,
actually
I read a Batman last night too. It was really good. Well, let's see. What should I write? What should I read? Reach over and let's do there you go. Bum bum bum.
Oh.
Batman.
Wow.
Batman I Am Gotham.
Ooh.
That's a good one. Maybe I'll read that.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'll be I'll start reading that in the bathroom. Sometimes though when I read in the bathroom, I end up going longer. Diane wants to know, do you have Wonder Woman? Yeah, I do have Wonder Woman. I've got Wonder Woman
But I'll know for next time. As long as you're all everything.
there's a Wonder Woman.
Oh, wow.
I do have Wonder
Cool.
Woman.
Awesome.
Unlike Steve, I can read it without masturbating though. Thank God.
I was planning on
Oh, good God.
making a
It
drive.
is possible.
Speaking of man, it'd be a good day to masturbate.
Museum.
Oh, God damn.
Is there such a thing as a bad one? Is there such a thing as a bad day?
I was going to say, is there ever a bad day to do that?
Well, yeah. I mean, if I'm not going to get a shower, I don't want to get all gross. So I want to do it on days that I get a shower.
Oh, God. So you make your mess and hop in the shower, rinse off.
Right. Yeah.
So you don't even want to disturb yourself. Oh.
So
And right now I'm pretty funky down there, so it won't make any difference. There's a little.
Karen says, when you read it, you must read it in the Queen's voice. There, I have ruined all your comics for you now.
so if the Germans were listening,
God.
Maybe I like to read in a Queen's voice. Then I could read it to other people. Last night, I read the Joker War last night. Want to see the cover of the Joker War?
Sure.
The Joker War.
Oh, wow.
By the
That's
way,
creepy.
TA at dinner Saturday night, DA had a copy of the Batman Santa Claus book,
Oh, cool.
you know, which I thought was kind of cool.
Mhm.
So Christina could see it.
I would read that one.
Yeah. And last night I was looking. Last night, and it's available on paperback now.
Oh,
Oh, really?
And I was like, damn, I should get that.
Mm-hmm. You
wife
should,
goes,
so I can borrow it.
My wife goes, oh, yeah, you should get it for Christina. I said, no, I'm not getting it for Christina. For me.
Yeah, right. Hell no, it's a comic. I'm going to get it for myself. You could just let me borrow it.
Telling you. Not bad.
those would be easy to lift. I could put those in my coat to lay flat against me.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So you've now decided that comic books are something you could steal easily.
Yeah. In my special coat.
Yeah. And your thieving coat.
Yeah.
Is that what the one with the hole in the lining so you can slip it down in the lining?
Yep. Bright yellow, so I was very inconspicuous.
His thieving coat is ready.
Nothing like a fat guy in a bright yellow coat to be inconspicuous
Absolutely.
in the middle of summer.
Yeah. All right, we'll wrap up. We will wrap up today. And tonight, Stephen Ray, special show. That'll be happening around 6 o'clock. That'll happen like 6 o'clock this evening for a subscriber show. And I hope you guys like it. And Tracy will get you a subscription for Christmas. Congratulations to you. And anybody else, you guys, if you want to get a gift subscription, listen, $5 a month, you can get a gift subscription. Go to morningdisaster.net and scroll down to the bottom, and it'll tell you. It says right there, get a gift, and you can buy a gift for someone $5 a month. And just tell them, well, I got you a subscription to that very funny show.
That's what I'm getting Deidre.
And it is a good, and it's a very good gift. Very good gift. All right. Nobody better better not be any subscription for my wife.
You really think I would do that? She deserves so much better.
Although my wife had a really good time Saturday night.
Yeah,
She had a good time.
she did. She seemed to. She
We
was
had a really-
laughing and having fun.
We had
Yeah,
fun.
I don't think your wife likes me very well.
I don't know. She talks about you a lot.
Hmm.
Sure doesn't. It doesn't seem that she doesn't like you. You know what I mean? She seems to like you.
She likes you. Somebody else she doesn't like that we won't mention, but that's,
Yeah. She likes me. I
Well, I
think.
hope so.
are you sure about that?
I think she likes me.
I don't know.
I
That's
hope.
kind of iffy. She tolerates you.
Yeah, she tolerates me. But she seems to like Steve. You know, I don't know why, but
I don't know either.
anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning, 8:00. But check us out tonight, Subscriber Show with Steve and me. I'll be at 6:00. You guys have a great rest of your Monday. So long, everybody.
Bye.